Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. In today's video, we're going to be going over the watch list for next week. These are going to be the top stocks and cryptocurrencies we're looking at going into the following week. Today is July 17th. Thank you guys for tuning in today. I got the playlist. I got the watch list loaded up here on the side. So I'm just going to go through all these names and show you guys what the charts are saying. Again, this is not financial advice. You guys can do your own due diligence on these names, but all of these names have our setup in which we are looking for. Okay, what we do here at Overkill Trading is we like to buy when the blue wave is down here, given a green dot. Okay, and what we like to do is we like to sell when the wave is up here, given a red dot. So we're looking for names in this bottom section right here. I do have Ondo here as a start. I just think altcoins are going to absolutely kick off here into the end of the year, and I think Ondo's a great name. It does have a green dot showing up this week, so what we're looking for on Ondo is some continuation to the upside here. Okay, because again, it does have the green dot. And again, as long as the dot is green, we are bullish on an asset. So you can see the last green dot came back here in February right there at 24 cents. Okay, it popped all the way up here to 48. That was a 100% move. It had a little correction, and now it's reversing and looking to go back to the upside. That green dot is very interesting. I really like Ondo here with a stop loss at around 28, 29 cents. The next one we're looking at here is HPQ. This one also is just a continuation trade. So again, our entry on this was down here in February at like $19. We traded this one up here to around 30, took some profits right here in this territory. It pulled back, but it looks like it wants to continue on with its move higher. I like this one a lot over 22. The next one's Figma. So what I like about Figma next week is, again, the dot is green, so we're bullish. That tells us that, hey, we are going up on a week-to-week basis, right? We are looking to buy down in this area and sell when the wave gets back up here. So the wave still being down here looks interesting, and I like the fact that it's breaking out over the 9 EMA here. If I go back to HPQ, okay, paying attention to that orange line, when we break above that orange line, guys, that's when the bulls are stepping into control. Okay, when we're down below the orange line here, that's when we're stuck. Right? I know we got the green dot back here at 19. It went down a little bit here to 17, but once it pops up, that's when the momentum kicks in, right? That's when the momentum, the bulls are taking control. So if you look here on Fig, we're breaking out over that line. We broke out over here, but that turned out to be a false breakout. We actually put in a double bottom right there at 16. So I think this one will continue on in the coming weeks to months. ZS is another one. We've gotten a bunch of signals down here at these levels at 136. Again, if you zoom out of the chart, you can see the best time to buy this asset is when this wave is down here, given green dots. We want to buy when the wave is below that white line down there. That just tells us, hey, we've had a really dramatic, really big pullback here. This is a cybersecurity company, and they're breaking out over the orange line too. The dot is green. Everything's lining up. I like ZS here for next week with a stop loss. You can put the stop loss right there at about 119. This one looks very, very strong. Again, time to buy, time to buy, time to buy. Time to sell is up here. Okay, so this one's breaking out. That one looks like it's going to carry on with its momentum to the upside here in the coming weeks to months as well. Circle does not have the signal yet, but it's on our watch list. So what we're watching for is for it to print a signal next week. Okay, the last one came back here in February. This is one of the biggest crypto stocks, in my opinion. They are the owner and issuer of USDC. And again, look at that, $60 last time. We traded this one back here in February all the way up here to 135. That was a beautiful trade. It's pulled back down here into our zone, and now we're just looking for that confirmation of that green dot. I do like Circle here at these levels as well. Again, you'd be buying it right now at the same level that it bounced at back here in February. So it pumped up, it came back down, now it's testing support. We need that green dot for confirmation to continue that move to the upside. The next one's FANG. Oil and gas stocks are breaking out again. This is obviously probably a war-related happening, right? Ever since the Trump announced that we're back at war with Iran. I just can't trade the headlines, but these oil and gas companies have gapped up, and they are looking very strong here going into August. FANG has a green dot here. Again, we got the signal back here at like 130. It's pumped up, but if this thing's going to continue on, it will hold on to that level right there at like 170. I'm going to call it 179, but you could put a stop loss at 175 if you want to play the continuation here on oil and gas stocks. This would be going for a big breakout there over 210. Watch oil and gas. The other one's XOM, another oil and gas company. Again, given the signal down here, pulled back here from 175 down here to 135, crossing the orange line here. You got the green dot. Everything's adding up on that, and they got earnings coming up here at the end of the month. So those oil and gas stocks look very interesting for some continuation next week. Watch those. SOXS, you guys know how bullish I am on SOXS. I'm just short on chips, right? We've been short for a while. We've been short since June. You're seeing Intel start to break down here. You're seeing MU start to break down here. You're seeing AMD start to break down here. Okay, all these names are starting to break down. So when these come down, okay, SOXS is going to go up. Okay, so I'm still bullish on SOXS. I still think it's a great time to be buying this if you're short on chips. If you think chips are going to keep going up from here, don't buy SOXS, right? But I am short chips just because this chart has ran really, really hot this year. I mean, Intel alone was up like 600% from the bottom just in 1 year. So I think we're going to get a correction down to at least 70 or maybe even down here to 50. And that's why I'm buying SOXS, because when those chip stocks go down, this thing goes up. It is a bearish semiconductor ETF. The next one's going to be BMNR. So anything Ethereum right now, we're bullish on. BMNR is Tom Lee's Ethereum's holding company, or Ethereum treasury company. It's kind of like what MSTR is to Bitcoin, Michael Saylor's company, but these guys buy Ethereum instead of Bitcoin. And again, that did give us a green dot last week, so we're looking for that one to break out as well. We'll get to Ethereum here in a minute. Path is still looking good. I think this one's going to continue on up. That one's looking good for next week. ARB is an interesting play here. It has a green dot down here from last week. Stock's been, or the crypto's been absolutely beat up, but it's sitting down here having a hard time breaking down there below 7. So as long as we can hold the green dot, we're going to be bullish on this. It's going to be really interesting to see where crypto ends the week. We got COP. This is ConocoPhillips, another oil and gas company here. Again, gapping up over that the orange line there with a green dot. Okay, that one's looking good as well. Cetus, I still have my position staked on this one. I'm still holding this one. I think this one's very undervalued. This is the DEX on the SUI ecosystem. I think this one has some room to run here. Again, we're looking for the green dot there next week. It doesn't have it yet, but this one came back here in February at around $0.015. This thing's sitting at about $0.08 right now. So again, I think this project is very, very undervalued. We got SoFi here, also still remaining green. We're looking for the continuation on that going into next week. It's sold off a little bit here this week. It's down 7%. But you guys can see that we're just ranging right now, right? We're ranging between 19 and 14, just kind of consolidating, right? Sideways, sideways, sideways. This is a very boring part of the market, but I do believe this one is going to break out and go higher. Big, huge company. Okay, no red dot yet. The dot is still green, so we're remaining bullish. I think this dip this week is an opportunity on that to add to the position. It looks like they have earnings coming up on the 29th. That's going to be in a couple weeks. LMT, this is a war name. These guys make like missiles and aerospace. They're a big war name. So if we're going to go to war with Iran, we're going to stay in wars with Iran. These aerospace and war companies that make all the machinery, all the drones, all that stuff, okay, they're going to benefit from being at war. Not that I like that, but it's definitely one to watch down here at the 4-year. That's LMT, Lockheed Martin. The next one's going to be CRWV. These guys have a big partnership with NVIDIA. Okay, but they're selling off really hard. I wouldn't jump the gun on this, even though it is coming in here into support that we got here in 2025. We want to see the green dot pop next week. We'll be looking for a green dot on that because we haven't got the confirmation. Okay, LMT has the confirmation. CRWV CoreWeave does not have it yet. So I would love to see this thing sell off even more. I really like this company. Their earnings look good. They're increasing their revenue every single quarter. You could see that number going up, up, up. Big partnership with NVIDIA. I think this one's going to set up really nicely on that next signal. Now, I bought this one this week at around 104. We got that signal right there at around 102. So, again, this one's just chopping around. We're looking for that breakout to the upside next week. And again, we're remaining bullish on this as long as the dot is green. I don't think this is too late to get in on. This is a big AI name. And they pulled back tremendously here from 200 all the way down here to 83. So we traded this one up here from 85 to 140. It pulled back, and we're re-entering the trade here at around 104. PENDL, this one's also breaking up over the 9. This is another cryptocurrency to keep your eye on. Has a green dot. Again, I like the green dot with the confirmation of breaking out over the blue, over the orange line there. Okay, again, when we're down below the orange line, what are we doing, guys? We're stuck in a downtrend, stuck in a downtrend, stuck in a downtrend. As soon as we break out, okay, that's when the momentum kicks in. Okay, we've pulled back here. This looks very strong over 115. PayPal had the huge news of that potential buyout here, takeover financing. So they haven't accepted the offer yet. So I see a lot of people posting their options. I'm in the options too. It's very unfortunate that those options went down when we were right on the trade. But the reason those options are down is because if you're buying calls that are over $60 and their buyout price is $60 and they're only going to pay $60 for the entire company, those options are going to expire worthless. That's why those options went down. But if these guys come out and they say, no, we don't want the offer, we're not selling, okay, those options will go back up because of the volatility. Okay, right now they're just pricing in that they're getting bought out at $60 a share. Right? Whoever bought the stock made a lot of money on this. Okay, I bought the stock and the options, so I sold the stock for a profit, but I'm down on the options. Okay, unfortunate. I've had two unfortunate trades this week happen. I mean, I was completely right on both trades, but lost on the PayPal options, even though I literally bought those options right here, and it's up here now, and those options are trading at a cheaper price than they were down here. Okay, and that's all because of the buyout, the announcement. I don't understand it just as much as you guys do. I mean, I do understand why they're trading lower if they're out of the money, but I guess that's the risk you take when you trade options. Okay, I've never bought a company and then them get bought out. It's never happened to me before. This is the first time. Again, we weren't wrong on the trade. We were completely right. Now, if you're holding those options like I am, the only thing we can do now is hope that they decline the offer. And from what it sounds like they're going to decline it because they're deeming it inadequate, right? The board is saying, hey, it's inadequate. It's too little bit of money. And I agree. PayPal's a humongous company, and for them to just sell out down here just seems weird. So hopefully next week they make an announcement, they decline. If they do, I think the stock's going to go even higher because that will just mean they want more money for the company, and therefore whoever's trying to buy them out is going to have to offer more. So it'll be interesting to watch on that one next week. Obviously, I wouldn't buy this one up here. We were buying this one down here, but it's just something to watch. And if you bought those options, I mean, this is the market. That's what happens sometimes. I've never been right in a week. I mean, if you guys go back to this Lucid trade, I had to take this one off my watch list because I literally got liquidated down here because the ticker that I bought, the LCDL, it's not even listed on the exchange anymore, but it got liquidated. So my position got taken away from me, even though I didn't sell it. I didn't do anything wrong, and it went from $2 all the way back to $7. So that was some really weird stuff that's happened. That happened this weekend, the PayPal buyout. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little frustrated this week with the markets, just because I was right on two trades. Right, I was buying the dip down here on the day where this literally got plunged, and then I've never had this happen, but the stock that I bought, the LCDL, which is the 2x levered ETF of Lucid, I was buying the dip down there, and the same day I bought the dip, they halted the stock and took it off of the NASDAQ, meaning it can't even be traded, it can't be bought, it can't be sold. All my money is just gone. So between that and these PayPal calls not being higher after a move like this, it's very frustrating, and that's just the market, guys. So I'm not a perfect trader. These two things were both out of my hands completely. Like, obviously, I wouldn't have been buying that ETF if I knew they were going to get liquidated down here. But as soon as they got liquidated, it went right back up, which is very frustrating. I mean, if you were buying the dip, this thing's up 200%. And I missed out on all those gains because I was buying it down here. Like, that's a really hard bullet to bite. But, learned a couple lessons this week. Those lessons are just, hey, sometimes life's going to kick you in the face, and the market's going to kick you in the face. Okay, I still really like where my portfolio's at and stuff, but those are two trades that should have been very, very profitable for me this week, and it turns out they weren't. They're losers, and I'm hoping PayPal comes through and they decline the offer, and that will obviously be good for those options. Those options will go back up and they'll be much, much higher. And that's what it is sounding like. So PayPal will probably deny Stripe's offer there. We got Aave still looking good, still green here. I still like Aave, very strong crypto project. Ulta, this is a beauty company. My wife and her sister love to go here. I don't know anything about, I mean, obviously I know they sell makeup and products like that. Obviously I don't use their product, but their stock's trading at a really good spot right here with the green dot breaking out over that 9. It's looking really good, sitting right there into the 4-year moving average. Again, that 4-year moving average is what we like to reference over here in the Discord under the cheat sheet here, right? The mean. How do we know we're getting a fair price for an asset? We buy it at the 4-year average. Okay, so we want to buy into this mean, or we want to buy down here below the mean. Okay, we never want to buy up here. We never want to chase when the price, that red line, is way up off that average like it was back here. You see the separation off the blue line. That just means we're very, very extended, right? This was trading at a 40% premium. Okay, a premium is when the price is trading up above it. Okay, you're buying it up here at a 40% premium. Again, we want to buy into the mean or below the mean. You're getting 2 signals right here on Ulta. I think that one looks really good for next week. Syrup, this one has a green dot as well right here at 13 cents. That one's popping up. Uniswap, looking for some more continuation on that. Again, I think this is one of the best crypto plays right now. Very undervalued, sitting down here at a 6-year low. Okay, right down here at 280. Okay, that was from 2020, the last time it was that low. And you got a green dot here on the monthly. I think Uniswap looks phenomenal. One of the stronger crypto plays right now in the market. WU, this is Western Union. These guys pay an 8% dividend. And they got a green dot, and they're breaking out over the 9 here. Looks very strong. Momentum looks very strong. If you guys want to just collect that 8% dividend, that's awesome, especially down here at an all-time low. I believe these guys are a bank. The Western Union is a bank. Okay, and they're making about $1 billion a quarter. So interesting one to watch next week. XCN, we're looking for the green dot on this one. Still staking that one. Still just earning every single day as time goes on. I did migrate over to the Goliath network with my staking, so I'm just waiting on the green dot for XCN next week. Bitcoin has a green dot here. Again, I don't know why all the bears are in the comments saying I told you so. Like, we're not even down this week. We're up. Okay, we're still ranging. We're looking for that breakout. We need to break out over 70. If Bitcoin breaks out over 70, that will confirm this move higher. And I like where we're closing, right? As long as we hold on to 56.50, we are fully bullish on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's actually green today. Okay, I was hearing people say there's blood in the market today. We're hardly even down 1 to 2% on a lot of these names. So not every day is going to be a green day, but I'm not seeing anything wrong with any of these charts right now. REGN, this is a pharmaceutical company. They are a healthcare company. Obviously, they got the green dot right here in June at 600. It's already up 10%. I think this one will continue going up with the momentum of some of these healthcare stocks right now are just getting absolutely, well, they're actually looking good. UNH is actually looking good. They beat their earnings. They're green this week. That one looks like it's going to continue on up, but some of these other ones are lagging, right? This healthcare company, this is lagging. So I like this one here. That gave the signal at 600. Watch for some confirmation. If you want to buy this one here, I'd probably use a stop loss at like 620. Gilead's another healthcare company here, breaking out, looking good. CRM's getting up over the 9. I was kind of looking at re-entering this today. I just didn't pull the trigger, but it does have a green dot here. It does look strong. That looks like the bottom down there at 145 for CRM. Okay, I like this one here at 170, breaking out over the 9 there. We got Toyota Motor, this car company here. Again, big sell-off here. Green dot. Okay, looks very good. We like this one. Okay, we don't want to buy this one up here. We want to buy it down here. Okay, buying down here, selling up here. Toyota Motors looks really good. One of the biggest car companies in the world. The most trusted car companies in the world. T-Mobile also breaking out here over the 9. It's got the green dot. That's the phone company. TMUS is the ticker on that one. Looks good. BX, this is Blackstone. They're breaking out. The Ethereum to Bitcoin chart is breaking out. So when this thing's going up like this, okay, you see how we broke out over the 9 right here and then just absolutely ripped? Okay, we're breaking out over the 9 here on ETH BTC. So what this means is that Ethereum is currently outperforming Bitcoin. When this thing's going up, it means Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin, aka it means we are in altcoin season. Okay, so we're up above the 9 here. We got the green dot. We got the MACD cross. This is a very bullish indication for any altcoin. Chainlink is one of my favorite altcoins right here. Okay, it's got the green dot as well. I think this one looks absolutely phenomenal. I think the bottom's in right there at 7. Looks very good. We've gotten 2 signals here since February. So February to June or July. Okay, 2 signals at the same price, right around this $8 price. Okay, it did go down to 7, but the buyer stepped in and said, nope, not happening. Okay, we also bottomed around 7 right here in February. So we've been saying the bottom's in for some of these coins since February, and that's all we've done is just gone sideways. We haven't gone lower. Okay, we're just ranging right now, and I think it's only up from here for Chainlink. Ethereum, same thing. Breaking out over the 9, very bullish indication. You got the green dot. Anything Ethereum right now, I'm talking Ether, I'm talking BMNR, any of these stocks. look very, very good for, I'm sorry, crypto look very, very good for next week. So anything you're buying that's Ethereum related looks very good. Okay, Ethereum is breaking out here over the 9. It's got the green dot again. As long as that dot remains green, guys, we are fully bullish on our asset. If it flips the red, okay, we can go short. Okay, you could have shorted Ethereum right here and made some money to the downside. Okay, but now that we're green, we should be fully long on the asset. Okay, so I love Chainlink and Ethereum are two of my favorite cryptos right here. Very good quality projects. They're not meme coins. They're not just, they're actual technologies, and they actually have utility in the market. They're being utilized. They cannot be taken away. Okay, so they're needed for blockchain and the new financial system to work. Those are two very good names. GIS, I still think this looks really good here. General Mills, this isn't going to be a big 500% mover, but man, if this thing can get back up here to $60, okay, that's around a 100% move from where we're sitting at. General Mills is one of the biggest food companies in the world. They make about $5 billion a quarter, and they pay an 8% dividend. So I am looking for an entry here on GIS. It did give the signal right here around 34. It's sitting at 37 now. I do think that one is still very interesting here. Hubs is breaking out here over the 9, looking very good. That's the first time we've broken out and closed above the 9 EMA since all the way back here in like September of 2024, and we had a really nice trade up, but this actually looks really good here. I'd use a stop loss on this one at like 185 if I was trading it, but you want to see that one continue on next week and break out. That one looks very interesting here with the green dot, and right, these other green dots all came, but we never broke out over the 9. Right, we never broke out over the 9 EMA. Okay, now we're breaking out over the 9 here. This thing looks very good with the green dot. We got Microsoft here also given a green dot this week. We had a couple of these down here at 370. Microsoft looks good. Again, we've talked about this a couple times this week. Okay, every time Microsoft pulls down into our 40-year average, it's a time to buy. All the way back here, okay, this was 2015. You can come all the way back here to 2010, 16 years ago. We lost it right here back in the '08 crash, or that's the dot-com bubble crash, I believe. Oh, wait, no, that was the housing crash. Boom, that came all the way down to $15. But since 2010, every time we've hit that blue line or gotten close to it, it's been a very good opportunity to buy Microsoft. So if you're remaining long on Microsoft here at these levels, I think this is a really good place to take a position. They do have earnings coming up here on the 29th, so that is something to pay attention to. But that one looks really good with a stop loss right there around 350. Clorox, this one's also very interesting here with the monthly alert. That one's popping up, another great dividend stock. This one and GIS are two great dividend stocks. I've been talking about these for a while. I think I just need to add them into my portfolio because I think they're two very good value names. They both pay dividends. And, these names normally perform good in bear markets. So if tech sells off like it's been doing, okay, these names are probably going to go up because there's always rotation of capital. So GIS and CLX are my two favorite dividend stocks. Again, we talked about Hubs. I like Hubs a lot here too. HubSpot, this one looks good with a stop loss at like 160. Microsoft, we just talked about. Near would be a continuation play here. So we traded this one back here in February at $1. It popped all the way up here to 3 for about a 200% move. But this one, you would need a tight stop loss there at 170. If you were playing this, you would want to see a green dot pop up here on Sunday when we get the new candles. So that one's definitely interesting for a continuation play, as long as it can hold on to 170. Pyth is breaking out. This is actually Chainlink's competitor here. They broke out this week. The dot is green. Watch for some continuation on Pyth next week to the upside. We also got GoDaddy. I still think GoDaddy is cheap down here. This thing was all the way up here at $250. It's at 93 now. These guys pay a dividend too. They got a green dot, and I like this one a lot here above 83. Grab, I actually added this one yesterday. It's down 3% today, but this one had a signal down here at 340. I think my entry was right here at 370. This is like the Uber Eats of China, guys. They're a very, very big company. If you look at their earnings, okay, their earnings are looking really good. So when I look at these earnings down here and I see this number, their reported revenue, when I see this number increasing, you see how it's going up and up and up and up, right? That means they're making money. So they're making more money, but their stock's selling off, right? That doesn't make sense. So I like Grab a lot here. That's going to be the last one for the watch list today. Let me know what you guys are watching down below. This is pre-recorded, guys. My wife and I are traveling, so I recorded this morning. Let me know what you guys are watching down in the comments section below. Drop your watch list there. Let's stay tapped in here. We'll be back on Monday for a portfolio update. And I hope you guys have a really great weekend. God bless you all. And if you guys need me, just hit me up over here in the Discord. We got a wedding we're going to this weekend, so we're on the road. But if you guys need me, just hit me up over here in the support chat. We will continue on with our chart requests here next week. We left off right here at MND. I will open this up on Monday so we can continue to go through all these. We're just going to cover the rest of these here, okay, next week. And we will continue to push forward here, folks. Thanks for tuning in today. Don't forget to drop your watch list, smash the like. If we can get this video to 200 likes here by Monday, I'll give away 200 XRP over here inside of the Discord. I gave away 1,000 not too long ago, but if we can get to that 200 like mark on this video by Monday, I'll go ahead and do the giveaway over here in the Discord. God bless you guys. Have a great weekend, and we'll chat soon.